Have you ever spent years wishing for something, waiting for it to arrive on its own? Wishing jars, dreams whispered to the universe, silent hopes tucked away in notebooks. Many of us carry them, believing that wishing alone can change life. But what if there's a different way? What if life responds not to longing, but to action? Over time, most of us learn this truth the hard way, not through what we gain, but through what never arrives. Because wishing, no matter how heartfelt, often stays exactly where it begins. As Lev Grossman noted, if there's a single lesson that life teaches us, it's that wishing doesn't make it so. And for Lena, this lesson unfolded slowly, quietly, one folded piece of paper at a time. Lena had a ritual. Every evening, she would take out her glass jar filled with folded notes, her wishes. Some were small, some enormous, a dream job, courage to speak up, a love she longed for. She whispered them quietly and placed them back in the jar, hoping life would deliver. For years, life moved on its own course. Opportunities slipped by, friendships faded, love remained elusive, and yet Lena clung to her jar as if it were a lifeline. One winter evening, after a particularly draining day, she wandered into a small, forgotten cafe. Inside, the warmth and quiet energy surprised her. An elderly man arranged fresh flowers on the counter, greeted each visitor with genuine attention, and tended to every detail with care. Watching him, Lena realized something powerful. The flowers bloomed not because he wished them to, but because he acted, nurtured, and showed up. That night, she sat with her wishing jar and slowly tore up each note. She made a quiet promise, not to the universe, but to herself, to stop waiting and start doing. In the months that followed, she began small, volunteering at a community garden, writing stories she had shelved, reaching out to friends she had lost touch with. There were no instant miracles, no sudden breakthroughs, but she felt herself changing. Her life was becoming hers, shaped by effort, presence, and action. This story reminds us that wishing alone never shapes reality. Life does not bend to hope alone. It responds to courage, persistence, and the small steps we take. We all have metaphorical wishing jars, dreams, goals, hopes that sit quietly in our hearts, but without action, they remain unfulfilled. The first step is always the hardest. It takes courage to move when the outcome is uncertain, to act without guarantee, and to embrace imperfection. But once you begin, life starts responding. One deliberate action leads to another. One small effort grows momentum. And slowly, the fruit of persistence begins to appear. We often underestimate the power of consistent, imperfect steps. The volunteer in the garden, the notes we write in a journal, the conversations we dare to start, all of these are threads weaving the fabric of a meaningful life. Even when progress feels invisible, the act of showing up, of engaging with life intentionally, matters profoundly. And here's the truth: life rarely gives us perfect conditions. There will be fear, obstacles, and moments of doubt. But growth happens in the messy, everyday practice of living, acting, and learning. When we pair our dreams with action, we transform wishing into becoming, hope into reality, and passive longing into a life that unfolds with depth, meaning, and connection. If Lena's journey spoke to you, take one small action today toward a dream you've been waiting on. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The first step is all it takes. And if you want more stories, lessons, and reflections to help you navigate life and transform hope into action, subscribe and join me on this journey. Remember, life responds to those who show up.